People talk about uh, ashes to ashes and earth to earth. Well, I'm gonna tell you, this right here, natural burial is the closest thing back to earth you can have, because you can go back to earth. If you're embalmed and you're in a metal casket in a concrete vault 6 feet in the ground, you're not gonna be able to get that way.
What are you expecting? Well, I guess you'd expect like a lack of caskets, like in your funeral. You'd also just kind of there isn't embalming, right?
There's no embalming.
No embalming, so bodies are just like exactly how they were when they died. You know, there's no extra steps into the funerary burial. This is perfect. This is so nice. This is so cute. Green Haven.
Oh, Becky.
My name is Ronnie Watts, and I run Green Haven Preserve, which is a natural burial cemetery. This was started in 2008. I had got my nephew to, he had the land, and he had the inspiration to go ahead and do this. We are the third natural burial cemetery in the United States. All three of the first are in South Carolina, which is really neat. Now there's about 30-something throughout the United States. You know, he liked the nature, and he said back here he could give back to nature, and that's why he loved it so much.
My name is Elena Voorhees, and I'm an anthropology student at the University of South Carolina. And I'm interested in this particular topic mainly because of the cultural practices that are behind traditional funerary practices in America. Walking around here, if you didn't know that this was actually a place of like burial and like a place where deceased lie, you know, you really wouldn't have any idea, because it's a park, like it's beautiful.
We always bury people to the east, facing the east, which is the rising sun. That's the Christian way of people doing it. We have had people that wants to be buried
The other
the other way, and that's fine too. We don't care. When we are preparing for the burial, we have the grave diggers to come in and dig our grave, and it's normally like close to a little bit over 5 feet deep. The thing of 6 feet and under, that's really a myth. It really is more like 5 feet, especially when you're not having all the concrete vaults to go in and all that kind of stuff to put in the ground. So we get the hole prepared like that. We put wood slats over it, 3 wood slats that's crossing the grave. And then whether you have a pine box that's going to be sitting on there, or whether you have a box that we carry the body in, if it's not going to be in a pine box, that's sitting on top of the grave. And then the pallbearers will come in and they will lift up with the ropes or sheets, and we pull the 3 slats out from under it, and they lower the body into the ground pretty much equally, and you know, till it's at the bottom of the grave.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen to you, which is, it's sad to think about, but that's just the reality of life. Like, you could get in a car wreck tomorrow, and your parents would assume that you just wanted a traditional funeral. If I didn't talk about this to my parents, like, they would probably cremate me. But at the same time, if you look at the amount of like carbon emissions from cremation and all of the other factors that go into the cremation process, like, it's not very environmentally sound. But comparing that to traditional funerary practices, like, it's more environmentally friendly than burying somebody in a casket and embalming them. But I definitely think people should think about what they're going to do with their bodies when they die, for sure. Well, you get a broader sense of peace just being here, and being in an open space and an environment that just seems like it's a park, and then you realize that there's like actual deceased people surrounding you. It's really strange, because when you go into a cemetery, all you can think about is mourning, sorrow, just the sense of melancholy is just everywhere. And you're here and you just like, you know that there's like sadness around, but there's also like peace and just welcoming almost. It's really nice. It's really nice. Like I could take a nap on this bench right now and there's a dead body right there. Like it's strange. It's strange.
Natural burial. There's plenty. There's like I said, there's 3 in Columbia. They're coming up all over the United States now. And I love Greenhaven. I believe in Greenhaven. But I want to tell everybody, I don't care where you go, but for God's sake, check out Natural Burial. Whether you go to us or the other 2 fine cemeteries that's in South Carolina, we're not about competition at all. We just want people to know about natural burial, and that is the newest option out, and please check it out, because I think anybody that checks it out are going to finally realize that there's so much information out there, there's so many books out there. So I mean, it's a lot of information about us, but if you want to help save the environment, then you're doing the right thing. If you want to help, you have a natural burial, and you're gonna be helping a lot, and that's about what I like to close on that. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.